Greetings, this is Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I have drifted into the Underworld. The Star Wars Underworld. I have a bad feeling about this.
Here we go. We must go to the lower levels. The Underworld.
You've taken your first step into a larger world.
You're after something.
Ben.
Since I've started the Underworld, I've met so many great friends.
Chris.
I grew up in the 1990s, and mall packaging is nostalgic for me.
Dominic.
What I love most about Star Wars is that it's fun, and it's all-around good times.
So, this is where the fun begins.
May the Force be with us.
This thing really moves!
Whoa! I like this!
I can't believe you came all this way to see me.
What's up, Star Wars fans? Welcome back to another episode of the Star Wars Underworld Podcast. We are your source for the latest breaking Star Wars news, reviews, and discussion each and every week. And this week on the show, Rogue Squadron lives. Patty Jenkins provides a new update on the film that we have not heard about for, it seems like it's been years. And we're taking another shot at that famous and infamous Dragon Con Star Wars Trivia Challenge. All that and much more on this episode of the Star Wars Underworld Podcast. My name is Chris, and joining me is my good friend, Mr. Dominic Jones.
Hello, Chris. Hello, Ben. Hello, Hannah. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. I was very sad to miss last week's show because I can't control when Lucasfilm drops trailers, apparently. They just sort of felt like, hey, you're not going to be there this week, so we'll have two trailers. And why not? Why not just they should have just thrown in Mandalorian as well, just for whatever. But I had a good time at the hockey game, so I'm not going to complain. But I'm very glad to be back this week, and I'm very glad to be here to right a wrong that happened last year when I lost in the Star Wars trivia to one Benjamin Hart, the Star Wars guy, and this year, Ben, watch your back. Watch your back. I've been studying. I've been training. I've been lifting Star Wars weights with my mind. Been gone into a meat freezer and punched some frozen banthas. I'm ready.
All I'm going to say is you're going to need it.
I just picture Dominic on a treadmill, flipping through Star Wars encyclopedias, eating pizza on the treadmill, with the final countdown playing.
I forgot. I didn't study. Sorry, I'll be right back.
Cram now. Oh my god.
It's gonna be a great show. I've been looking forward to this for a while.
Heck yeah! Also joining us, it's Ben Hart, the Star Wars guy.
Oh, hi. That's my cue. Sorry. I was completely distracted. I was just zoned out. This is, I've been looking forward to this for a very long time. This is going to be fun. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to, I really don't even know why we're doing this. Honestly, we all know. We all know who's going to win, okay? We all know. I'm going to keep my crown. I'm going to keep my top hat, okay? So just chill out.
Wait,
I'm not worried. You shouldn't be either.
Yeah. We're going for I'm coming for your championship top hat.
That's a retcon right there.
Mine, for I'll help you not.
Oh my goodness. Also joining us is Hannah from the Raeside.
G'day there. It is good to be here, and I feel like so much Star Wars news has happened in the week, but I can never remember because something new happens every week. Rogue Squadron, Patty Jenkins is like, why have you chosen like all this time after to be like, hey, by the way, here's the whole essay of what's happened. It's like, whoa. But it should be good. Should be good to discuss. But it's going to be an exciting day.
Yes, and specifically because Dominic has taken this trivia contest to religious proportions, who else to bring in to officiate said contest but our senior religion correspondent? It's Matthew from Ion Cannon.
Glad to be here. Sorry to report no Grandmaster elections to comment on, but the Jedi Council is running apace, and we should see some reforms coming around with joint chancellors being elected. So see how that works out.
Getting the High Republic references in. It wouldn't be a Matthew appearance without a High Republic reference. But yeah, so Matthew's going to be kind of our master of ceremonies, our quiz master when we get to the trivia challenge. But we weren't just going to make him like sit in the wings for the first, portion of the show. So we're going to talk some Rogue Squadron. We're going to talk a whole bunch of stuff. But before we dive into the news and before we get to the trivia, we're recording this episode on December 15th, 2022, in case you're listening to this in the future, which is the 5-year anniversary of The Last Jedi, which is a sentence that just feels wrong to say because The Last Jedi is a brand new movie that just came out last week. It would feel remiss not to take this opportunity to, look back on a movie that has kind of come to define the last few years of Star Wars, for better or for worse. Whether you love the movie or hate the movie, I feel like it's the flashpoint that everything else surrounds, and always every discussion always seems to come back to The Last Jedi. And so, it'd be wrong not to honor the release of this movie. And I can think of no better way to do that than to actually travel back in time to December 15th, 2017. And I think we should all together relive the appearance on CTV News by one Benjamin Hart, the Star Wars guy. As this predates the Star Wars guy moniker. So for those of you that are unfamiliar, CTV News,
Benny the Star Wars guy.
Benny the Star Wars guy. CTV is a Canadian sort of media company, sort of like NBC or CBS in the US. And there was a while there where Ben seemed to have like a recurring segment on the news talking about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because a Canadian institution looked at the Star Wars Underworld and said, we want to get one of these guys on. This group that famously includes a Canadian. We're gonna have one of these guys come on and regularly talk about Star Wars. I know, let's pick the guy from Mississippi. And so Ben made several appearances between 2015 and 2017. I think he made a good handful of appearances on CTV News.
Right. I think it was talking about The Force Awakens, Rogue One, and The Last Jedi. Yeah.
So I don't know if this was your final appearance, and maybe afterwards we'll understand.
It's been a while, CTV. Come on, call me back, okay? I'm clearly the foremost
left you on red.
Mind of the expert, the official Canadian Star Wars expert. So please call me again.
Oh, that's awesome.
Exactly. So here it is from December 15th.
This is bad. This is back past me. I hate watching past me.
From December 15th, 2017. Here is Ben Hart on CTV News talking The Last Jedi.
One of the most anticipated films of the year hits theaters today. Star Wars The Last Jedi is the 8th episode in the Star Wars saga and will feature Luke's return to the big screen. Benjamin Hart is a Star Wars superfan and the founder of the Star Wars Underworld. It is a Star Wars fan site and is a podcast. He saw the movie last night. He joins me this morning from Dallas, Texas. Good morning. Welcome to our program.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Benjamin, I have to say from the outset, please don't give it away.
Yes, definitely not, because there's some surprises. Luke in the trailer says this is not going to go the way you think, and that could not be a more true statement. I say go out and see this movie as soon as you can, because you do not want to get it spoiled.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I have to pause it just for a second there, because I just noticed, Ben, your eyes were closed for an obscene amount of time.
Why aren't you opening your eyes? Why are you asleep? Why are you sleepwalking?
I can answer the question right now. It's because it says Star Wars Underground, and he just can't look at that.
I never noticed that.
In the lower third graphic, it says Benjamin Hart, founder -- Star Wars Underground.
But here's
You
the
have a
thing. So
second one?
this is the days. This is long before my YouTube days. Okay, this is long before I've learned to look at a camera. So like used to, I could podcast with my eyes closed.
This is where we find out you've been podcasting with your eyes closed for 10 years.
You know what? That explains a lot. That really does explain a lot.
This is incredible.
Also, for the record, I'm looking at my black screen iPhone. I cannot see her. I can only hear her. So
that's fair. Yeah.
There. Just like I'm on the thing and I hear the music and then they go, blah, 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 Star Wars Last Jedi, Benjamin Hart, and then they just go into it. And then I'm just like, I have nothing to look at. So I'm just like talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Sometimes not
make it sound. And were you really in Dallas?
Oh yeah, that's where we were. We were with our friend Zach Arnold. We watched. So yeah, that was for real. Not me. That's in Zach's house. I just realized it looks like this room, but it's not. It's Zach's house.
All right, let's continue. Let's see. Ben has just urged everybody to go see the movie.
Let's see how many times he opens his eyes.
Yeah, still haven't got to check for that.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Okay, good advice. Now, overall, what did you think of the movie?
I personally, and some of my friends have the similar take on this, I'm very mixed. And I say that as saying that there's some things I'm not sure about. There's some things that I really, really liked about this film. And that's kind of a good thing and I think Rian Johnson, who directed this film and wrote this film, he did a lot of different things with this movie, some stuff we've never seen in Star Wars before. So I've heard a lot of great feedback. I've heard a lot of mixed feedback. It's going to have fans talking for a very long time because some things happen in this movie that just we did not see coming at all. And I kind of appreciate the fact that this film is very, very different from anything we've seen before.
Now, how far in advance did you buy your ticket?
It was about at least a month. I think as soon as they went on sale, we got our tickets.
My goodness. And you're still, I can feel kind of marinating in the whole experience, trying to figure out your feelings towards it.
Right. And, as you said, we do a podcast every week, and we're going to have plenty to talk about over the next year, probably the rest of our lives. Probably we'll be theorizing for the rest.
There's that much there. Wow.
Yes.
But overall, for people that are watching us right now that will go and see it later today or on the weekend, do you think they'll be satisfied?
I think so. I think, the movie is 2.5 hours, which is the longest Star Wars film ever. You get into it, you sit down, and you get into it very, very quickly, and it's really, really, it's a lot to take in. So I recommend at least 2 times watching it because it's sensory overload. You get a lot of things, but I think it is very, very satisfying.
Okay, I've got 30 seconds left, not even. Benjamin, can you set up where the movie takes place in terms of the timeline of Star Wars? Beginning, middle,
so
end.
This is the latest film in the timeline. This is episode 8.
Okay.
So episodes 4, 5, and 6 were the films that were released in the 70s and early 80s. And this film takes place after Force Awakens, which is the sequel to those original films.
Okay, Benjamin Hart. He is the founder of the Star Wars Underground, joining us from Dallas, Texas.
Cut it off! Cut his kid off!
All it was missing was the gong there at the end.
It's like she got me a question I could actually answer, which is like, where's the question? Oh, I can go with this. Like, no problem. I'm just gonna rattle on. She's like, Benjamin, stop it! Shut up! I ain't got time for this.
And everybody made fun of me for having a problem with them using BBY and Andor. You explaining the timeline there, it proves my point that this timeline is completely incomprehensible to anyone on the outside, because it's the simplest timeline question of all. When does episode 8 take place? After episode 7. It's the latest point in the timeline. And you're like,
Star
movies
Wars.
that came out in the 70s.
You've seen the movies Star Wars. It takes place after those.
Oh my goodness.
Incredible.
Oh, that's iconic.
I want to go back in the video because there's something I want to do.
No, you don't.
I want
No, you don't.
I want to time how long your eyes are closed for one of
No,
these.
you don't. Okay, for the record, I was sick. I was not feeling well. I was probably half asleep. That's probably part of it.
You can hear it in your voice. I think you definitely tell you're feeling under the weather.
Of course, Underworld. It is a Star.
Also, she gets it right at the beginning.
Yeah.
And
She
then gets
does.
it wrong
It's
at
the
end.
graphics people that screwed up.
Yeah. They got in her
Okay.
head. She was right. I don't know who that anchor is, but she was right.
Yeah.
Star Wars fan site, and there's a podcast. He saw the movie last night. He joins me this morning from Dallas, Texas. Good morning. Welcome to our program.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Benjamin, I have to say from the outset, please don't give it away.
Yes, definitely not, because there's some surprises. Luke in the trailer says this is not going to go the way you think, and that could
That
not
was
be a more
7
true
seconds.
statement. I do not. I say go.
It was 7 seconds with your eyes closed on the news. I'm
We're
not
gonna
even
have
sure
to go
that's
back
the-
and review all the other ones because I swear I didn't do this for everyone. I watched at least one of those. I don't certainly I don't enjoy watching myself, but I don't remember this.
Yeah, there's you have your eyes closed for 7 seconds, and then you open them, and then you immediately close them again, and I feel like that close is even longer. So let's continue.
That could not be a more true statement. I do not. I say go out and see this movie as soon as you can because you do not want to get it spoiled.
Okay, good advice. Now, overall,
That wasn't quite as long. It was 7 seconds.
Blinking
It's
back and
like
forth.
you.
too. Yeah.
It's like you're reverse blinking. It's like your
Yeah,
eyes are
right.
naturally shut, and you just blink to open them, and then.
And sometimes you'll oh, I'm thinking about something. I close my eyes. I'm
That's
doing it,
true.
but it's
That is
for an
true.
uncomfortable long time. You're like, is this person awake? Are they sleepwalking right now?
Amazing, amazing stuff. I can't believe. I wonder if Lucasfilm PR saw this segment, would they like it or hate it? Because you go from at the beginning saying everybody go see this movie as quickly as possible to reactions are really mixed. I'm not sure if I actually like it too. Everybody's going to want to see this at least twice, and I'm going to be talking about it for the rest of my life.
The rest of my life.
I guess it just goes to show my honesty. Like ultimately, not even on national television can I lie and say I like a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a question of like Lucasfilm PR in 2017 or Lucasfilm PR in 2022, because in 2022 they've heard that 3 million times already.
Yeah,
so.
That's true.
Back and forth.
It's probably the nicest of reviews they've heard.
Well, there was a Canadian morning show, and they had their review go pretty viral of The Last Jedi, and it was just one of them just ragging on it to the point where the other one is desperately trying to get the other host to move off of it, and he just won't shut up. It genuinely has turned me off those guys just in general. Like, I don't care that the guy didn't like the movie, but just the way the segment went where he wouldn't shut up about it. I'm like, I still see their bus ads, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna watch those guys.
Yeah, I'll do that with like people from back in like the early 2000s. Like, I don't like you. Trashed the Phantom Menace. I don't like you.
Patton Oswalt.
I can hold a grudge for a long time.
Yeah, he was great in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
He's a funny guy. No, he's great on Parks and Rec too. His Star Wars filibuster is pretty legendary. What a trip down memory lane. Thank you everybody for indulging me.
Oh boy.
Ben, I'm so sorry. That definitely wasn't just a ploy to get you off your game for later in the show when we do the trivia. Definitely wasn't that.
Son of a...
He can beat you with his eyes closed.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the Force, or maybe I'm asleep. I don't know.
All right. Chris, plug some stuff and then we'll talk about the news.
All right. If you're watching us on YouTube, punch that subscribe button, Chewy. And if you're listening to us, please leave a review on your favorite podcast app. Back over on YouTube, you can super chat with us during our live shows. If you're wondering when those are, they are on Thursday nights over here in the Western Hemisphere, and in the Eastern Hemisphere where Hannah is, there on Friday in the middle of the day. So that's where you can find that. And you can also become a channel member, a way of supporting us without watching the live show. We greatly appreciate that. We're also going to be doing a lot of exciting things on our Discord. We already have a fantastic community over there with game nights, and that's where you get the link to our pre-show that we do just for our Discord members before the main show every Thursday or Friday, depending on where you are. So we now have a solid Discord link. So now I can trust it is everywhere. Wherever there's links to Star Wars Underworld stuff.
I figured it out, guys.
Good to know. Good to know.
It took that like
He
6
opened
months.
his eyes
We
and
did it.
found where the link was.
That's right. And then also check out the Culture Slate store, where you can get this awesome holiday Culture Slate merch. It's a wonderful snowman with the word Culture Slate under it. Super excited. Carl made it. He's freaking awesome. So you can find that over at cultureslate.com/store. That is exclusive, so it will go away when the holiday season is over.
Nice. Go ahead, Hannah.
Can you just with the merch, bring it back for the Australian winter? Because like the vacation special, we only think about winter when it's our winter. So
that's true. When all the Tasmanians are building their snowmen. Yes.
Yes.
Can we just
There
give
we
the
go.
snowman a boomerang, and he's maybe sitting next to a kangaroo?
That is not a bad idea.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Australian winter.
And one more thing, just a quick programming note from us. We will be off next week. There is no show. Everybody take the week off. We're going to take the week off for Christmas, for the holidays. We might do a show between Christmas and New Year's, and that be on the 29th of December. But we're kind of TBD on that. So just keep an eye on social media and in your feeds and all that stuff. We'll announce if we are doing anything, or maybe we'll put out another best of or something in that time. But no new show next week. And then keep your eyes peeled the week after that for potentially for something, but we will most definitely, assuredly, absolutely be back on January 5th to review The Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 1 and 2. It's a two-parter. It'll be great. Will be great. All right. One piece of news for this week to kick things off. Kind of unexpected, kind of out of nowhere. Rogue Squadron is still in development. We thought it was dead. It's sort of risen from the ashes. This all happened because there's been big shakeups over in the DC cinematic universe in the last little while with everything that James Gunn and the other guy are doing. And one of the casualties, I think, of the new regime over there is Wonder Woman 3. Which Patty Jenkins was developing. And one of the reasons that Rogue Squadron was backburnered and seemingly canceled at one point was because of her commitments to Wonder Woman 3. Well, now that Wonder Woman 3 is happening, or is not happening, looks like Rogue Squadron is back on the table. So Patty Jenkins put out just a massive little essay on her Twitter. Is one of those things where she didn't write a bunch of tweets. She just wrote out a Word document, it looks like, and then screenshotted it and tweeted it. And it begins like this. Sigh, ... I'm not one to talk about private career matters, but I will not allow inaccuracies to continue. Here are the facts. Patty laying down the law. Here's the first paragraph. This is what's relevant to us. We'll stop after that. I originally left Rogue One. Oops. I feel like that's going to be a problem with this movie. I originally left Rogue Squadron after a long and productive development process when it became clear it couldn't happen soon enough, and I didn't want to delay Wonder Woman 3 any further. When I did, Lucasfilm asked me to consider coming back to Rogue Squadron after Wonder Woman 3, which I was honored to do so. So I agreed. They made a new deal with me. In fact, I am still on it, and that project has been in active development ever since. I don't know if it will happen or not. We never do until the development process is complete, but I look forward to its potential ahead. So still in active development. It's not on the schedule because originally it was on the schedule, I think, for next year. But it seems at the very least it's on the list with the Damon Lindelof project, with the Sean Levy project, the Taika Waititi project. hopefully the Rian Johnson trilogy and also the Kevin Feige project. Let's get some reaction to this news, Hannah, because you're gonna have to go in a couple minutes. We'll throw it to you first. What do you think of this?
Yeah, this was really interesting news to come out, and I always find it really interesting when, like, you know, the person in the middle of the conversation, or, you know, the rumors, tweeting, people talking about it. It's really interesting when that person actually comes out and like just says it, instead of, you know, Lucasfilm saying anything about it, or Disney or whatever saying anything about it. I found it just fascinating that Patty was like the one being like, hey, this is what's going down, this is what's happened to this project. But I'm still unsure whether to take this as a positive. Like, is this positive in it? Oh yeah, it is. It has a lot more potential to happen, or is it just going to be one of those ones like all you mentioned, like all these kind of projects in the background that we don't actually know much information about, but still could happen? But I mean, in terms of the premise of the movie, like, I was always pretty keen with the idea of this for this movie, and I love that random little promo we got when it was like her in a jumpsuit. She's like, my dad was a pilot and I'm going to make a movie about it. Pilots in Star Wars. Yeah. And then walks down like a runway. That was a great promo.
Fantastic.
Which, right? Like, that was so cool, but random. So yeah, the idea of this movie I found really interesting, but yeah, this whole thing is just very mysterious to me still. Like, I think she was trying to clear things up, but I'm just as confused still with what's happening with it.
And clearing things up should muddy the waters a little bit more, you're saying.
Yeah, it's like, wait, yes. Like, what?
Nick,
Yeah.
Chris, what do you make of this?
Okay. I know from personal experience that sometimes news stories about Star Wars are completely made up. Because I've been inside some news stories about Star Wars before, and by the time it got out to the general public, it was very, very inaccurate. So I think this is just another example. And like, if anybody ever, you know, wonders about how many grains of salt they should take Star Wars news with, if it's, especially if it's, you know, not coming from Lucasfilm, you know, this is a good example of that. Because like, we heard so many reasons why this movie wasn't coming out, and none of them had anything to do with what she's talking about here. So I am much more inclined to believe Patty Jenkins over a bunch of random sites with sources. I don't really see why there would be a reason for her to not say the truth here. Like, she's a massively successful director. Like, she doesn't need to do PR control over any of this stuff at all. And so, yeah, I mean, I think my big take is, yeah, remember this story whenever these stories do come out about the reasons why things are happening or not happening, because they're often conflicting reasons, and they often conflict with the truth of the matter when you go directly to the source, the person involved in the particular rumor. So aside from that, I mean, this is great because a lot of the things that we were hearing were negative. A lot of things were kind of unfortunate. So I think it's great to have the record set straight that it's just kind of, you know, something that's out of everybody's control. It's just a scheduling thing. And at some point, the time might line up for everyone. And that's really great. I remember going back a few years before that, you know, everybody was asking Kathleen Kennedy, like, when are we going to see, you know, more diversity in the directorship? Because it was one of the few things that we weren't seeing really a lot of diversity in Star Wars. And, you know, Kathleen said, you know, when the right person comes along, we're going to do it, but it has to be the right person. And I think, you know, after Patty Jenkins, you know, put out Wonder Woman, which was a wonderful film, I think, you know, that name ended up in the wind. Everybody was talking about it like, okay, here's someone that is amazingly talented and breaking out and has experience now doing a movie that's the scale of Star Wars in the same rough space that is Star Wars, the like action adventure genre. So I think she's still one of the most qualified people to do a Star Wars film. And so I think it's really good news that it's, still potentially going to happen, because it would be sad to, move on to the next person and skip over what, could be something really awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Hannah, if you've got to go, just give us a wave.
Yes, I was like, I'll do a nod, the secret nod or something.
Secret nod, yeah.
Okay, great.
So,
there we go.
Yeah, so Hannah's going to do the trivia challenge at a later date. So even when we have a winner, quote unquote, tonight, it will come with an asterisk until Hannah does the trivia quiz, and we will
have a runoff.
We will reveal the true winner, or potentially have a runoff if there's a tie on the next show.
I'm coming for the top hat. I'm coming for the top.
All right, Hannah. We'll see you next time.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a good time. All right.
So here's what I want to sort of throw in about Rogue Squadron is, like, on the one hand, yes, I think you're right, Chris. Like, this shows that I think a lot of things were overblown about this, but this is still a step back from where we were on Disney Investors Day 2020 when that teaser came out, because the first line of that second paragraph, or that first real paragraph, is, I originally left Rogue Squadron. So clearly the movie at one point was in serious danger of not happening, but the powers that be at Lucasfilm clearly like the potential of the story, like the concept for the story, and like the people making the story enough to want to continue it, that they were willing to kind of backburner it and try and get to it eventually. So it's great to know that it is definitely still being thought about, still being worked on. And, it just, the more projects like this that we hear about, like we just went through the list a couple minutes ago, one of them has to work. One of them has to work and get to the theater. So one of them just increases the odds. And yes, I know, never tell me the odds, but this does increase them at least a little bit.
Are you saying
the law of probability?
Are you saying that Lucasfilm has resorted to throwing salami at a wall and seeing what sticks?
Salami.
Yeah.
I forgot what the original was, or if it's even kosher to say.
Oh no, it's in a post Andor world, we can say it. We can say it now. Yeah, but we'll revert to the old school Star Wars say throwing poodoo against the wall and hoping it sticks. I hate saying poodoo. I'm never saying that again. That to me is worse than saying throwing shit against the wall. Matt, what do you think of this? What do you think of this update?
Yeah, so Chris, you're saying she doesn't have to do PR damage, but she does have to do PR, because everyone has to do PR. And I mean, this is partly me putting on my day job hat of media marketing, PR, comms, etc. In part, contrasting with the Henry Cavill news and how he's handled that, also a non-story, I think. I mean, not as much, but he, clearly playing up people's disappointment in that. I wonder if she wanted to downplay disappointment in terms of Patty Jenkins fans specifically, and not necessarily Wonder Woman fans, Star Wars fans, whatnot. I do know people are probably thinking, "Oh, Wonder Woman's off the air or off the table. Maybe now Rogue Squadron can get back on." And this nicely answered the question. She does PR. Lucasfilm does PR. Keeping the burner going. Here I go with the culinary metaphors again. Keeping it sizzling a little bit. Because a lot of people are still wondering, when is a movie coming out? Like, when are we going to actually have that experience of being in the theater? And I'll admit, for me, I'm okay with Disney Plus shows. I don't necessarily need it, but thinking about this now, I mean, maybe I'm case in point. Thinking about this now, I'm realizing, people are going to actually grab on and say, oh yeah, remember how we really love that movie going experience. We're getting it with Avatar, we're getting it with all these Marvel films. Are we going to get it with Star Wars? And this just keeps the momentum going, keeps the buzz going for that. And Lucasfilm could pick different ways to do it. They got Indy coming up. They got lots of buzz with Willow. It's a series, but a sequel to a film. But here's another way that they can do that, and the way Patty Jenkins also, Chris, you're right. She doesn't have to work hard to stay relevant in the game, but everyone has to work to stay relevant in the game. And here's her coming and saying, "You're disappointed about this news, but look, great, we have all this news now." Frankly, like you guys are saying, it isn't really news, right? Behind the scenes, nothing actually changed or happened. It's like the Dave Filoni getting a promotion thing. I mean, that happened a year ago or a year before that was announced, right? It's not actually a story in the sense of actually things behind the scenes actually happening in the boardroom. It's a story, and I do think this is a relevant thing of our response, our reaction. We are talking about it on a podcast right now. I think I always come back to that, and not to downplay it, not to downgrade it. Again, that is my day job, is to consider these things in a good way, in a helpful way. That's always the angle I'm going to see that as.
For sure. Ben, open your eyes. What do you think?
Are you sure? Can I see? Where are you guys? Are you over here? Where are you? So I just appreciate kind of the bluntness and the honesty here of just like, there's been a lot of this happening recently on Twitter of all places, of just directors just going to Twitter and just saying stuff and just saying, "Hey, this is what's going on." And it's funny how all this upheaval with DC, especially even up until last night, and and then we have this kind of crossover between Wonder Woman 3 and this, and it's really interesting, and I appreciate it. I do feel like she's being honest here. Yeah, maybe there's some spin going on. Maybe there's some damage control. I don't know. It sounds correct to me. It sounds like, yeah, it was going to happen, but then something else happened and it wasn't going to happen. And then they were able to make it work, and maybe it will still happen. And she's not promising it's going to happen. She's being honest and saying it's an active development. That doesn't mean that it's going to happen. It means that it might happen. It means we're working on it, that we're hoping it'll happen. And and that's the best you can hope for, really. I appreciate that. And in a a very secrecy oriented world, and I think we've talked about it before, how Lucasfilm has been some of the worst offenders of secrecy to the max, to the ridiculousness of, and to the detriment of their own PR and stuff like that. And yes, Disney, and by default Lucasfilm, has been trying to project this squeaky clean type of atmosphere behind the scenes, that nothing ever goes wrong. No one's ever, we're all happy and go lucky here, and nothing ever happens. And behind the scenes, with the first movie, we know that Harrison Ford broke his leg. They won't acknowledge it. We know it happened. We saw those pictures of Harrison Ford hobbling around on a crutches. We know it happened. They've talked about it. So it's amazing that still they'll be like, and you have the documentaries and they don't want things. And it's refreshing. We do get those documentaries, stuff like that, or those candid interviews where, people will actually talk about not so great things. And I like that Patty Jenkins is taking a page out of that book and going like, okay, stuff happened and we're trying to make it work. And it's not all sunshine and roses. And we want to make this movie work. And maybe hopefully her talking about it and talking about it in the public will get people talking again and get Lucasfilm to kind of go, hey, people are still interested in this. This is making news again. Because I really do. That first video that she had really excited me. Her talking about really passionately about, hey, I want to make the best fighter pilot movie ever. My father was a fighter pilot. I want to do this. And I'm like, hell yeah, Patty Jenkins, do that. Like I haven't been the biggest fan of her work, but the first Wonder Woman was phenomenal, I think. And I think she's really talented, and let's face it, the lack of female directors in the movie department has been severely lacking. So I don't know. I hope this happens. I don't think we're going to see it when they told us we were going to see it. But I appreciate the honesty and just her coming out and saying, hey, here's what's going on, so we can have at least temper our expectations, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically impossible for the movie to come out when they said it was supposed to come out, unless they went, full solo on it, where they basically remade that movie in eight months.
Never go full solo.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I'm just like, at this point, I'm just looking forward to the day when we can go back to movie theaters and see a new Star Wars movie. I've talked about this before, but earlier this year, Matthew and I were lucky enough to see all of Obi-Wan Kenobi on the big screen, and seeing the series that way just made me miss the cinematic experience for Star Wars. And as much as I've loved Andor and Book of Boba and Mando and everything on Disney Plus and seeing it on TV and on my phone and all that stuff, there's nothing quite like seeing it on the big screen. And that Obi-Wan Kenobi screening that we went to really reminded me of that. And, I look at Ben now and I see him having not seen a Star Wars movie in years. And I look back at him the day after seeing a new Star Wars movie, and there's just a glow. There's a glow emanating from him. And I'm missing that glow, Ben, and I want you to get that glow back.
Star Wars is back, guys.
Oh man. All right. That's the news. That's all that's the last news story we're doing. There's nothing else. Sean Levy said Sean Levy said something and that he wants to make a really good Star Wars movie. It's like, yeah, so do I. As I want you to make one too. But you know what that means. It's finally time for the trivia challenge. So in just a moment, we're going to turn things over to Matthew to take us through the quiz. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to go through it's a 50-question quiz. We're going to go through the questions 10 at a time, and then we'll take it up. We invite everybody who's listening to play along, whether you're listening or watching live or listening or watching after the fact. We'll all be writing our answers down. I'll be writing on paper. Chris and Ben have whiteboards, so we'll be sort of writing down our answers so we can confirm what we said is actually our answers, but mainly we're doing this on the honor system. And for everybody who is listening live, we're going to ask that you not put the answers in the comments.
But also I'm turning off the chat. So
yeah, when the round ends, you can post your score in the comments. We want to see that. We'll bring those up on the screen, but don't post the answers in the comments. And Matthew, you are authorized to put people on timeout if they post the answers in the comments. So that'll be I can't remember, it's a 5 or a 10-minute ban from the chat, something like that. So
let's see. Who can I bet? No, I'm just kidding.
Let's just test it out.
Just kidding.
We'll just test it out. But yeah, so this is what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the Dragon Con entry quiz. So this is the quiz that you do to see if you qualify for the real quiz that takes place at Dragon Con. Now, Dragon Con was back in September, so we're obviously not gonna compete in the main quiz, but this is a sufficiently challenging quiz that I think we'll have some fun with it. Apparently I saw that last year the average score on the quiz was 19 out of 50.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, that being said, here are our scores from last year. Chris, you finished third. You got the bronze with 21 points.
Better than average.
Better than average.
That's all I care about.
I got the silver with 28, over 50%. That's all I wanted. And Ben ran away with the gold medal, getting 36 out of 50 questions right. Man, it was incredible.
I still don't know how, okay?
I think you got better than I did.
Surprised with anyone.
An unprecedented score. Now, Matthew, have you done the quiz, this year's quiz?
I had to put this together. So yes.
So what was your score as quizmaster? What was
I
your
got
score?
34.
34.
All
right.
And someone who, as contributions to the Star Wars Underworld Podcast Network has to have his head in the paper cannon.
You might even say you have to have your eye.
I have to have my eye. I would say that. That's the name of the podcast. But yes. One little note. If you're tempted to go get the link, I recommend you don't bother doing that. Just follow the PowerPoint. In part because I did some good work in putting it together, but also it'll be out of order. So because I think they randomize and mix up the order. So
they randomize it in the Google Doc that you can just fill in.
Yeah.
So that way someone can't just post the answer key.
Yeah. Exactly.
But please when you after you've done watching the show, like go do the test yourself and send us your answers. Like that would be cool.
Play along and send your answers.
Like play along now because the answers will take up the answers. But definitely I invite you to play along. I'm gonna see if this works with the banner there. And
we'll take the banner out.
Okay, good. Because
bye.
There we go. That works. That looks good. That looks good.
I'll put the score banner up along the
There we
bottom.
go. That's what we need.
Hannah
There's
TBD.
currently zeros across the board and TBD for Hannah.
Yes, and also we do not invite Hannah to play watching along. She'll play.
Yes.
Just putting that out there.
If you're listening, watching, Hannah, go away.
We do trust you. Just putting that there. All right. You guys ready?
I've
No.
been waiting
How many
16 months for this.
Yeah, is there enough questions per round to fit it in my calendar? Because I'm gonna put what each answer in each day.
It's
no.
10. It's 10 per round. So if you've got 30,
I'll just erase it each time.
squares. Yeah,
Because we're gonna update after each round, right?
yeah, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
There's 50
we're good.
questions. There's 5.
I can use the calendar.
All right. Are you guys ready?
I'm so ready.
Go.
The Eye of the Nile says you may not be ready. There we go. Also, I did put in a few bonuses in here, but also
Ooh.
I thought this was a nice touch.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You guys ready? Round
Yes.
1.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Question 1.
And 2.
What model? Well, yeah. We'll see. Animations, they work. What model of droid was former Imperial cargo analyst AP5? A, an RA7 protocol droid. B, an IT0 interrogation droid. C, an EV series supervisor droid. Or D, an R5 astromech droid.
The answer is E, a soprano droid.
Yes. Soprano, I think more like a tenor.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Steven Stanton has more of a tenor voice. You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
I maintain I love that scene. I know it's unpopular, but I loved it.
I do not. I love AP5. I think AP5 is a very funny character. I like the Marvin the paranoid android kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
But I just did not care for the singing.
Oh, are you talking about the best scene in Star Wars ever?
Yeah, it's great. Should we move on? Question 2?
Yes, question 2. Let's go.
All right. Which holiday was being celebrated on Pasana when Rey, Finn, Poe, and Chewbacca visited in 35 ABY? Sorry, Dom.
It's fine. It's fine in this context. I
Okay.
just don't like it in the context of an actual show.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're out of universe here.
Yeah.
Okay. A, the Boonta Eve. B, Life Day. C, the Festival of the Ancestors. Or D, the Devouring.
That's ominous.
Yeah. So I was rewatching last year's quiz just to see what happened because I kind of forgot.
Mhm.
And I had the problem where several of the first questions I gave the same answer for all in a row. And I'm having the same problem this year. This is deja vu all over
You're
again.
like an actor, watching their previous performance, getting in your own head.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna scare yourself up.
Yeah. Oh, I am absolutely.
Fortunately, it's only questions 1 and 2, so you know.
Oh, hints. All right. Phew. All right, we've got to eliminated 25% of the possibilities for the next answer. All right, let's go.
Well, 2 is a coincidence. I think 3 is a pattern. Is that what it is? Anyway, I don't know.
know.
I don't even remember what the answers are. Question 3. How much did Obi-Wan Kenobi end up paying Han Solo in advance to secure passage to Alderaan? Was it A, 2,000 credits, B, 5,000 credits, C, 10,000 credits, or D, 17,000 credits?
Oops. I meant to write down 3, like question 3, and I wrote one of the letters by mistake. Mess up, and it wouldn't even have been made sense of ABC. I was went 1 2 B.
I.
Yeah, that's what I should be doing.
There we go.
Should be doing Roman numerals.
All right. Next question.
Yeah.
All right. Approximately how long is an executive class Star Dreadnought? and I want to say here, Dragon Con Atlanta, they spelled it incorrectly. I changed the spelling.
An executor
in His Majesty's Dominion. Not really Dominion. Anyway, A, 8,000 meters. B, 12,000 meters. C, 17,600 meters. Or D, 19,000 meters.
I just appreciate that we're using the metric system.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fairly standard in Star Wars?
I think so. There was a minor controversy a few years back when one of the Legends books had like Han Solo and some other characters in front of like where they take mug shots, and it had inches as the measurement, and people were like, excuse me, it should be in metric. Metric is canon, imperial is not.
I like how people can totally buy the idea of one planet in an entire solar system using two different systems, but an entire galaxy has to use one system.
Yeah.
Clearly. All right. Question 5. Which dancer did Jabba the Hutt feed to his Rancor shortly before Leia Organa entered his palace in 4 ABY? Was it Griada? Was it B. Ula? Was it C. Sai Snoodles? Or D. Lin May?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good so far. How are you feeling, Ben?
I'm feeling great.
I know. I was gonna say when you're talking about how we met in the pre-show, and then you say how you lost last year, Dom.
Yeah,
we met at a Star Wars trivia contest.
Yeah.
And now I'm saying like, so how did it feel to actually lose for once?
It was devastating. It was devastating. Yeah. Matthew and I, we met
at the club.
It was in 2018 at the Star Wars Day trivia event, and we wound up in the finals against each other in the trivia contest.
Oh my God.
And I won, and with it, and in the prize for that was the best prize they've ever had, which was tickets to the Canadian premiere of Solo.
Oh my God.
Which I took Ben to,
thus
passing on the championship gene, or whatever.
Something happened that night, something unexplainable.
Oh my!
Maybe I'm glad I lost that. All right, question 6. Where did Obi-Wan Kenobi and Leia Organa go immediately after escaping from bounty hunters on Dayu in 9 BBY? Was it A. Jabim, B. Tatooine, C. Kalevala, or D. Mapuzo?
Oh my God! So I was thinking like this quiz is kind of out of date because there won't be like any Andor stuff or any Tales of the Jedi stuff. Completely forgot to factor in Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, there are questions about novels that came out this summer.
Okay, great.
Just letting you know.
I still haven't read most of them.
Yeah.
So it'll be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I
may
know
have been a bit of a clue about some things, but that's okay.
Oh my God, I know what this isn't. I know what this is.
I'm so
annoying.
confident about this. I'm gonna do the rest of the round with my eyes closed.
Do it. I guess it's kind of neat seeing like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Leia Organa and knowing, it's like a 9-year-old Leia. That's pretty neat. Okay, question 7.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Very resigned, very enthusiastic there, Dom. Which member of the Empire's Inferno Squad went on to command the Star Destroyer Retribution for the First Order? Was it A. Iden Versio? Was it B. Del Mico? C. Gideon Hask? Or D. Sane Marana?
See, this is how I know we've been like doing Star Wars stuff for so long, is that I know I've forgotten this because I knew it once. And I just have to hope that there's enough of an imprint of what that memory was left in my brain that I can kind of guess at it.
Yeah.
Because I watched all of the Battlefront 2 campaign. I watched all of the cutscenes, including the bonus content, whatever that DLC in which this is from. And
the bonus 100%. Question. What is the specific name of the story that this is from? And I will give bonus points.
So we could hypothetically wind up with like 51 out of 50.
Hypothetically, unlikely, but hypothetically. I'm not that mean in real life, guys. I promise.
Well, I've written down something that I'm pretty sure is wrong.
Same.
All right. Question 8.
Yeah. Let's go.
Which species? Sorry, this is funny. Anyway, which species of sentient carnivorous plants launched a major attack against the Republic in 231 BBY?
I got this.
I know.
Next question.
You gotta follow the rules, Tom. And also, the High Republic is my favorite thing in Star Wars, so I gotta give attention. Pay attention to it.
Of course.
Was it A, the Revians? Was it B, the Kindalo? C, the Ergesh? Or D, the Drengir?
I got it.
All right.
I got it. Something about meats.
Yes.
I couldn't think of a good line from whatever species of carnivorous plants this is. So I just remember they call everybody.
Put them in a stew, nuts, potatoes.
Just remember they call everybody meat.
Question 9.
All right.
Who incorrectly informed Din Djarin that there was a Mandalorian living on Tatooine and was subsequently fed to wild dogs? Was it A, Gor Koresh? Was it B, Kuil? C, Hiram Bish? Or D, Pershing?
Okay, so can I get a point for if I give you the actor's name? Can I get that point?
Did I make a bonus question for it, Tom?
Did you?
No.
It's John Leguizamo, right? It's his character. I can see the guy in my mind. I just can't think of. I'm not 100% sure on his name. Again, I know it's not two of them.
It's not three of them.
I mean, right.
All right.
Let's get pedantic with our trivia here.
Yes. Which Jedi general led the defense of Kachiro during the Battle of Kashyyyk alongside Yoda and Tarful? Was it A, Kit Fisto? Was it B, Luminara Unduli? C, Barriss Offee? Or D, Plo Koon?
Love it. Let's get some Revenge of the Sith action up in here.
All right. And if anyone needs to go back to a question, we can do that. I can use the arrow buttons.
All right. I'm good.
I'm good too.
I've got.
You guys good?
I will officially submit my answers to the camera.
Sure.
Take a photo first.
They exist.
All right, and there. Yep.
Yeah.
Let me see.
If anyone's watching, sure.
Yeah.
Photo evidence.
All right. You guys ready to take this up?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. Answers. So yeah, is AB5 RA7 protocol droid 1A.
Damn it.
2C Festival of the Ancestors, or the Aki Festival of the Ancestors. 3A 2,000 credits.
Okay.
Let's go.
Feeling better.
4D 19,000 meters. That's 19 kilometers.
Shoot.
First correct guess of the evening.
5B Ula.
Got it.
6D Mapuzo.
Oh,
crap.
Okay. That was imprinted.
7C Gideon Hask.
Also correctly imprinted.
Bonus Resurrection. I wanted the word resurrection specifically.
So you won't just give me Battlefront 2.
I will not.
Okay.
I wanted resurrection specifically. 8D The Drengir, which I tweeted about on the Star Wars Underworld, or on the Ion Cannon Twitter, to the Star Wars Underworld Twitter today. Primarily about the Nile, but that's okay. 9A Gor Koresh. And 10B Luminara Unduli.
Oh my god. That I did better in that round than I did in any round last year.
Wow.
All right, Ben, what'd you get?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Chris, what'd you get?
Yeah.
7
7 out of 10.
7
And I also got 9 out of 10.
Nice.
There we go. Yeah, feel free to put your scores in the chat here.
Yeah.
What am I doing here?
Let's see. Matthew Hardy got 10 out of 10.
Ooh. I remember Matt did really well last year too.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Chilling in the basement got 3.
Hey.
So we got both ends of the spectrum in the chat going.
But you know what? You win for chilling in the basement. That's legit.
That's good.
Okay. Round 2.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Well,
I gotta turn the page.
All right. Let me get.
I'm erasing.
The board.
All right. Let me know. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm finished. I'm good.
Okay.
All right.
You guys
Let's
good?
go. Yeah, let's go.
Pencils down.
The eye says no.
Pencils up.
Pencils up. Yeah.
Questions 11 and 12. Which notable building was designed by the Sith architect Darth Momin? Was it A, Count Dooku's castle on Holma? B, the Imperial Citadel on Biss? C, Fortress Vader on Mustafar? Or D, the Sith Temple on Malachor?
real quick, Matthew Hardy says his brother Tim got 9 out of 10.
Wow.
Tim joining Ben and I in the nines club.
The Nines Club. All right. I believe I may have a bonus for this one. I can't quite remember. We'll find out. Nope, I don't have a bonus for this one. Okay. Yeah. Because it would have given too much away, I think. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, 12. Which two planets both independently invented the hyperdrive in the period before the formation of the Republic?
Is this
good? I'll list them out and then you can emote.
Sorry.
A. Corellia and Duro. B. Fondor and Belbringi. C. Ithor and Bothawi. Or D. Coruscant and Alsaka, not Alaska, Alsaka.
Yeah, I thought that said Alaska. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait a minute, we gotta go there to go to hyperspace. That's
my brain
far away.
autocorrect.
You know.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
you can see what is the Star Wars equivalent of Russia. Because you can see that from your porch in Alaska.
You can see Hart from your porch.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Vice Chancellor candidate. There we go.
So is this from Legends?
No, it's from it's from some like guidebook or something. I looked it up on the Wikipedia. It's from some guidebook.
Are there Legends questions
There
this
are
year?
not.
Okay, because there were Legends questions last year. I remember that.
Yeah, which I'm glad there aren't, because
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Question
There
13.
should be just so much more that could be covered.
It would.
It'd be a bit
right.
unruly.
What ultimately happened to General Cassio Tag, the former Supreme Commander of the Imperial Armed Forces? Was he A, on the Death Star when the first Death Star when it blew up? B, he was on the second Death Star when it blew up? C, he was strangled by Darth Vader after losing control of the Executor? Or D, he was assassinated by the remnants of Saw Gerrera's partisans?
This is another one that I feel like I knew once.
Yes,
because it's in the comics.
Yes, I'll give you that much.
Yeah, and I remember because I remember it was a big deal that, Anyways, I can't say much more without knocking off a couple of the answers.
Yeah. Okay.
Oops.
Question 14. Which Sith cult did Kylo Ren destroy on Mustafar in 35 ABY? Was it A, the Alazmech of Winsit, B, the Prophets of the Dark Side, C, the Acolytes of the Beyond, or D, the Disciples of Ragnos?
This is that stuff. There was the concept art with the spider with the baby's head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, the novelization, I believe.
True.
Yes,
Sure.
Joel could confirm that. I've yet to actually read the novelization.
I read the novelization. Believe it or not, I'm about to say something that sounds pro Rise of Skywalker and pro novelization, which are two things I very rarely say good things about. I read that novelization in like a day. I thought Ray Carson did an excellent job with retelling that story. And she caught some crap for some of the decisions that she made in her adaptation choices, and I could sort of see why some people had an issue with it, but I didn't think. I still thought she did a stellar job with that assignment.
We're talking about novels on the Star Wars Underworld.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished. Question 15. Which of Padme's former handmaidens founded a resistance group dedicated to killing Darth Vader to avenge her death?
I know this one. Sorry.
Let me finish now.
Contain your excitement.
I have a story.
Yes. Okay. Was it A, Corday? Was it B, Sabe? C, Dorme? Or D, Ertaye?
Okay. The correct answer here, when we were at Celebration before the Lucasfilm Showcase panel, Matthew said to me, my outrageous dream for this is an announcement of this character coming back in one of the shows, and then tried to get a "we want a" chant going.
I'll take it. I don't know how true that is, but I'll take it. Me wanting this character to show up in Andor specifically
would have been a good call, but could still happen season 2.
Yeah.
Tony Gilroy, let's go.
Yeah. Okay, question 16. Which corporation contributed the Hart class interstellar transport to the Confederacy of Independent Systems Navy? Was it the Trade Federation, the Commerce Guild, the Techno Union, or the Intergalactic Banking Clan? These are a bit of a mouthful.
I'm trying to decide how much I think George Lucas likes puns.
Right.
Because
he likes them. I think he likes them a lot. But
I mean, it's a guy that called us fish species, the Mon Calamari. So.
That's true.
It's true. All right, I'm going with the one that I think makes the best pun.
All right.
Same.
Question 17. Which of Anakin Skywalker's childhood friends was the only one to express confidence in ability to actually finish the pod race? Was it Wald? Was it Seek? Kitster? Or Amy? Amy.
Oh, man. I wasn't expecting to be stumped by a question with Kitster as one of the options.
To be fair, the movie did come out all the way in 1999, so you know.
Finish the race, of course. Is that supportive?
No, it's not. All right. Question 18. Move on. Good to go. Who served as captain of the Star Destroyer Avenger in 3 ABY and was executed by Darth Vader for losing track of the Millennium Falcon? Was it A. Lorth Nida, B. Firmus Piet, C. Kendall Ozzel, or D. Marl Sempton?
Apology accepted. So and so.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is going to be one of the easier ones, unless you get in your head.
Wait, you guys know this one? Seriously?
I think so.
So there's a movie called in 1980. Yeah. Okay. What did Tobias Beckett's crew intend to steal when they infiltrated an Imperial Army unit on Mimban in 10 BBY? Was it A, Emperor Palpatine's personal yacht? Was it B, proton torpedoes? C, a Y-45 armored transport hauler? Or D, an encrypted hypercom transmitter?
At least two of those options would have been way better than what actually was in the movie.
You think?
And one of them just sounds like a Rebels episode.
You know. I mean, if they'd let the film be in development for another 6 months,
maybe, or not fired the directors
or that too,
midway through production.
I'm gonna that you all want a film. I want a film, sure. I also want the tell-all.
Yeah, I want the tell-all too. That would be good.
Okay, question 20. What was the name of the juvenile rancor that Clone Force 99 rescued from Zygerian slavers in 19 BBY? Was it A, Muchi? Was it B, Patissa? Was it C, Fang? Or D, Cuddles?
That's obvious.
And I think I may have the bonus in this one.
I so wish it was D.
Yep. Oh, man.
What does record end up doing? And then the bonus, and then getting at the controversy just a little bit. What is the specific name of the story? So film, novel, video game, specifically, that this supposedly retconned. Supposedly.
Again, I don't know if this is specific. My answer is specific enough.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find. Yeah, you're right. We will find out
in a minute.
All right.
So 11C is Fortress Vader. That is, of course, from Charles Soule's brilliant comic book that you all must read.
Oh,
I have read it.
So
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, your answers,
Yeah. I mean, again, I trust you guys. So
yeah. We are again mainly going on the honor system, but
sure. Yes.
Okay.
Fortress Vader, almost far.
Mm-hmm.
12A, Corellia and Duro.
Okay.
Hyperspace. C, also in Charles Soule's comic, he was strangled by Darth Vader after losing control of the Executor.
Dang.
Again, that comic, that is one of my favorite all-time Star Wars stories.
Yeah.
2017 Charles Soule's Vader comic.
I thought about answering that answer.
Yeah.
And then I thought I went with D, which was I think killed by the partisans. I thought that would have been a better story.
Right.
And so I thought,
Yeah,
we'll go with that because that probably is what they went with.
Anyway, 14A, the Alazmek of Wincit.
Had no idea.
And hashtag Sabe Watch.
Yeah. We want Sabe.
So good. She's a legit character in her own right. Like, anyway. I watch Ion Cannon about once a month for me to rave about Sabe. Anyway, 16C, the Techno Union.
Okay.
Was
George
that the fun?
No, I thought it was either the banking clan or the Commerce Guild because it's a hard sell.
but that's funny.
Yeah.
But also the Techno Union, they have hard cells around them.
True.
Hard cell.
And that's why I picked that.
Other hard cell batteries.
That and Wat Tambor seems to be overrepresented in media. So
that's
true.
17C Kitster.
Oh, thank God.
No,
I was
the
scared.
race, of course, is not supportive. That's not.
Y'all threw me off.
you
I
got.
was ready. I was
You'll
ready
think-
to do Kitster, and you're like,
Yeah.
no, not supportive.
You think
Oh,
you finally do
those
it,
mind
Andy?
games.
Oh yeah, but no, I got it wrong too because I picked D, whoever that was.
Oh, okay.
I just guessed because I
guess
knew
I
it wasn't
confused everything,
Walled.
Yeah. Lord Nita.
Yes.
Kitster and Wald.
Apology accepted.
Speaking of
Captain
Sabe,
Nina.
Kitster and Wald have shown up in Greg Pak's Darth Vader comic. Who am I Techno Union, his grandson showed up in
Wat Tambor has children, let alone grandchildren.
apparently, yeah, his grandson is
Man,
this
Palpatine and
revolutionary.
Tambor
Been
Fighting
busy.
against the
doing what they
Empire
need
here.
to do.
All right.
And then Muchi.
The comics have jumped the shark. It's time for another
Hey,
reboot.
No, comics are about to. They're great. Anyway,
Bonus.
19 is C a Y-45
Yeah.
armored transport hauler,
yes, keep going.
and then
20A Muchi, and then the bonus Aftermath Life Debt. I wanted Life Debt.
oh
Oops.
damn it, I went with Tales of Jabba's Palace.
I don't know if I
After
deserve it. I
specifically
knew
asked-
Aftermath. I couldn't remember the specific novel name. So I'm not
I
sure.
specifically asked, "Is there legends in this?"
Yeah,
And
no,
then
there isn't.
You said no, and I proceeded to answer a legends thing.
Ah,
Oh god,
same.
There
I
we
made
go.
the same mistake.
All right, let's take up scores.
All right. Okay.
I got 6.
6. Okay. So you're at. Hold on. I moved my keyboard out of the way. Now
So
that I
I'm
get
at
it back.
13, I think.
Yeah.
I
got
bombed.
6 as well.
I got 5.
I got 5.
Dang.
Oh.
That's fall behind.
Going down in flames.
There we go.
Going down in flames.
Oh, so after round 2, I'm in the lead with 15.
There
Ben
you
is
go.
nipping at
Oh,
my
this
heels
is
with
close.
14, and Chris, you're right behind
Oh,
me with
this is
13.
close.
Good.
Hannah would have either 12 or 16 at this point. I know.
Yeah.
It ain't over yet.
Right.
All right. Matthew Hardy
Amazing.
got 8 out of 10. Chilling in the basement gives it
Guys,
5 out of 10.
I don't read the comic books or the books. How am I 1 point behind you?
How did Ben win last time?
Yeah, exactly. Tim got 6. Dukes is in the chat. Dan
That
is
was
in
a
the
hard
chat.
one.
He's
Oh, yeah.
rooting for me. Team Canada. Let's
Hey.
go, buddy.
Danny, I thought we were friends.
There we go. All right, round 3 of
Let's
5.
go.
We got to get through this. Yeah, round 3 of 5. All right. Yeah, question 21.
I haven't written down the words round 3 yet.
Oh, sorry.
21.
Too
Okay.
fast. I'm
Let's
still
go.
erasing.
Okay.
Oh God.
Do you need to see the
No,
Mark and Rogan? There we go.
I mean,
Okay.
it's an excellent picture, but
It is. What is the primary industry on Braca? Farming Bacta, mining cortosis ore, scrapping starships, or interstellar banking?
okay, I think I know this.
Same.
I might be wrong. But I mean, that is the point of a quiz.
It's true. It's part of the fun.
Yes.
The mystery. Okay. Question 22. Which Grand Army of the Republic armored cavalry unit did Mace Windu lead to liberate the city of Lesu during the Battle of Ryloth? Is it A, the Snow Wolves, B, Ghost Company, C, the 41st Ranger Platoon, or D, Lightning Squadron?
I want to say something really. I want to say a quote right now, but I won't.
Oh, Ben knows this. Ben's got this.
I mean, I've seen the episode 1,000 times. I would be disappointed.
This might be where Ben makes his comeback.
Yes.
You come with me with Clone Wars questions. I'm sorry. You're going to give me the advantage. You're going to.
I heard the music in my head of just the Clone Wars. Anyway, what was Ahsoka Tano's mother's name? Was it A. Kasuni, B. Asara, C. Shifala, D. Pavti?
So
and then I do have a bonus question.
This is interesting that
who voices her in Tales of the Jedi. So preempting that before, if you guys give it away. Yeah,
well, I was gonna say this is interesting that that this is in the quiz because I thought this info came from Tales of the Jedi, which I thought came out after. I mean, granted that episode was screened at Celebration, but not everybody competing in the quiz would have been there.
Yeah, maybe they just assume.
Yeah, I guess. If you're competing in this, you'd look it up on Wikipedia,
or you would have done your best to be in there, or whatever.
Yeah, or found a bootleg to watch.
Yeah, that too.
I think I got the bonus for a change. Honestly, we should all get that bonus one because we were all at that.
It was a bit of an easier one, but
yeah.
How did Barriss Offee smuggle explosives into the Jedi Temple during her plot to frame Ahsoka Tano in 19 BBY? A, they were hidden inside R3A2. B, they were disguised as Jogan fruit.
I mean,
C,
it is a Dave Filoni show.
Into eating them. Or D, Toto 360 carried them in through the vents. Yes.
Oh man, I'm pretty sure about this one. Oh, I'll say it when we get to the answer.
This is the Ben come back round here at the second Clone Wars question in this round.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
So Ben, I'm expecting big things out of you this round. No pressure. All right. Question 25. We're halfway there.
Yeah.
What is Cassian Andor's middle name? Is it A. Jaren, B. Nils, C. Garrick, or D. He doesn't have one?
Okay, this question is wrong because the correct answer is Cassian freaking Andor.
Clearly.
Also accepted as an acceptable answer.
I will not accept that as an acceptable answer.
So if I write E down, you're not going to get it.
In the interest of fairness, I will not.
For the record, I have the Rogue One visual dictionary sitting right next to me. I can look it up.
Can you put that away?
I'm making him nervous.
No, keep it there, Ben, because we might need to fact check this.
All right, question 26. Which clone commander served under Jedi generals Tip Lee and Tip Lar and led the assault on Ringo Vinda during the Clone Wars? Was it A. Doom, B. Pawns, C. Trauma, D. Striker? Ben, are you okay?
The one I feel like I should know, but I can only confidently eliminate one of the answers.
Yeah.
I know which one killed them. Does that count for anything?
Do I have a bonus? I don't know. In your heart, Dom. In your heart.
My heart? Okay.
Right.
Shout out Top. That guy got a bad rap.
All right. Definitely a paper question here. Which planet is the capital of the Chiss Ascendancy? Is it A, Chi? Is it B, Naparar? Is it C, Batu? Or D, Chisilla?
Okay. I'm considering engaging in some game theory here.
All right. That would be very Chiss of you.
Because, well, we'll come back to it when we get to the answer. Because I don't want to let you all in on my potential.
Yeah. I mean, I know what you're.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Which band was playing in Maz Kanata's castle?
Oh.
So
excited.
Dom, do you know it?
I know it.
Was it A, Shag Kava, B, the Loadlifters, C, Bartru and the Blaster Rays, or D, the Gramis Sisters?
No, but Mooney, choo choo. Sorry.
Yes.
Love that song. Jabba Flow. What an iconic.
That would have been a good bonus question. I didn't think of that. Who wrote that
song? Love that song.
Yeah.
That
it's might still have been ringtone.
Might have been the best J.J. Abrams' greatest contribution to Star Wars might be that song. And I don't mean that as a dig at JJ, because he brought us so many great things, but that song is just so good.
Hamilton is playing in Toronto.
Yes, okay. So I saw that pre-COVID, and one of the things that I lost when the first lockdown happened was tickets to see it again. So I will be seeing it again when it reopens.
Yeah. Okay, question 29. Who was the captain of the Radiant 7 during its final mission, carrying Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi to Naboo? Was it A. Terranald Screed, B. Maui Madakor, C. Sona Lin, or D. Jace Dallin? Yes, I'm proud of myself for reading Roman numerals like that.
I feel like one of you two will get this, because this feels like it's right out of a source book.
I know, which is why I'm shocked that I'm questioning myself, because I'm like, I should know this.
I have no idea, for the record.
I should really know this one. This one's kind of surprising me. Any
film
Phantom
came out in
Menace
1999.
Yeah.
All right, last question of round 3. What was the primary purpose of the secret Imperial facility on Wayland? Housing the Empire's cloning program, training Imperial Inquisitors, developing advanced starfighters, or researching Purgal hyperspace technology?
Oh.
All right. Any questions you need me to go back on? We're good.
I'm good.
All right. So 21C.
We got to show her.
Oh, sorry. I keep on like because I
Jumping
just
the gun.
Yeah.
Just so trusting.
Yeah.
You'll fall too trusting.
I know.
Yeah. There we go.
It's like we're all friends or something.
Yeah, and that the stakes are genuinely pretty low.
That's true too. All right. Rekka, scrapping starships.
Oh, thank goodness.
Good.
22D Lightning Squadron. Ben,
Nope.
you better have gotten that.
I didn't get that one.
23D Pav T.
Oh, I should have used game theory on that.
And the bonus, Janina Gamankar.
Got it.
Cute.
24C, she tricked a technician into eating the explosives.
Okay, so I got that one. But
okay,
if you were taking this quiz without knowing the answer to that one, you would not pick C, because that is by far the stupidest answer of all of them.
I don't know how I remembered that, too. Somehow
I mean, because they break into the dude's house and then they find a
Yeah.
half-eaten chicken wing or something. Like it's yeah. Those episodes are iconic, but that moment in them is a little bit a little silly.
It's a way to
you know.
If you want to blow up the Jedi Temple, it's a way to do it.
Yeah, and it's Star Wars. Star Wars is always a little bit silly.
Cassian Jaron Andor.
Okay. I went with D. He doesn't have one.
Same. I could not remember that.
26 is Doom.
Nope.
Yeah. 27 is Chisilla.
Did the game theory work, Dominic?
Yes, it did. Because that is not, I would never pronounce that as Chisilla.
Exactly.
And the fact that Matthew said it that
Same
way,
thing.
looking at the spelling Cilla, that's somebody you have to know that that's how that word is pronounced from an audiobook or something. Yeah.
See, I was gonna say, because there's an interesting, I didn't put a bonus in there. Naparar is their military headquarters.
I almost did that one,
So,
and then I did the game theory. If it weren't for the game
I would
theory,
have
that's
almost
what I would have
given
picked.
half a
'Cause I've
point
heard
for
that
Naparar.
name before.
20 Shag Kaba.
Got it.
29 Maui Madakor. Maui? Is that, I mean, it's different spelling of Maui, or Maori, but Maori. Anyway.
Mad about that one.
And 30A, housing the Empire's cloning program. Because the Empire still has a cloning program, which we will find out about in 2 weeks.
Did not get it. All right.
Killed me.
Let's get some scores here.
3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm at 6 again. Yes, 6 again.
Okay.
Another 6.
6. So that brings you okay. I got 6 as well. And what'd you get?
Ben? Come back in order.
I got 9, counting the bonus question.
Oh,
you knew this would be the comeback one.
Yeah, I got. Yeah, I will say I got 6 counting the bonus question
because I got 2 wrong, but I got 1 bonus question, so it evens out.
So I should add the bonus questions are not in the original. I'm having fun with this.
I'm full behind then.
So Ben has reclaimed the lead with 23. I'm falling a little bit behind at 21, and Chris, you're starting to lag behind at 19.
At least I'm at average. If the average is the same as last year, I've already hit the average. Let's go.
Chilling in the basement got 5. Matthew Hardy got 9 out of 10, but did get the bonus question right.
Matthew,
Yeah.
we need to sponsor a trivia run for you.
Yeah. Tales from Beyond the Galaxy. So Jordan and Tracy, or one of them, has
no tag teaming.
It's got 7 out of 10, and Tim got 6 out of 10.
There you go.
There it is.
It's pretty close. It's pretty good. And I gotta say, these scores are like for 3/5 of the way through are pretty good.
I feel like we're on average doing better. Anna is the one playing for Tales from Beyond the Galaxy. So Anna's got the 7 out of 10.
The fandom fam.
Yeah. Bring in
the
the
fandom fam. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Round 4. I'll give you guys a second. Let me know.
I'm ready.
I'm good. I'm for once.
In case you're wondering, yes, it's gonna be the same image every single time.
Every round begins with the same image of Markion Rowe just staring us down, going, "You don't know enough."
That's the idea. And there are no Markian questions or answers in this entire quiz. So that's why I partly.
How do you pronounce Markion Rowe?
Great question. AT. All right.
Yeah, right. Han,
Exactly. Well, there's a T-shirt that says it's pronounced and just spelled out. That's great.
Oh, man.
All right. Question 31. As of 34 ABY, which one of Ace Squadron's racing starfighters was a heavily modified TIE Interceptor flown by Griff Halloran? Was it A, Blue Ace, B, Green Ace, C, Black Ace, and D, Yellow Ace?
We were one of the few podcasts that covered Star Wars Resistance all the way through its run.
I was on Kasudacast.
I feel like I'm the only one who did every single episode of it, so I better get this right.
Better.
I bring on all those Resistance questions.
There we go.
That's my
your comeback.
That's my comeback.
There we go. All right, question 32. Which of the following is the most appropriate translation? Okay, guys.
Oh, come on.
I'm doing it.
Let's go.
I'm going for it.
Here on
the Underworld YouTube.
Okay.
Which is the most appropriate translation of the sentence? It will be the end of you, from basic to Hades. Uba hasai mi yokola.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
Hikuba du naga. Tuska chai mani. Mokili makunki.
Okay.
Almost
pretty sure it's not the last one.
I'm glad that's recorded, by the way. I'm so happy that's recorded. I'm happy I just mostly straight face. I'm impressed with myself.
I think you did a good job.
I'm also more humble in real life.
Yeah.
All right. Question 33. Who served as Supreme Chancellor of the Galactic Republic around 232 BBY during the High Republic era? Was it A, Tarsus Valorum? Was it B, Skor Kalpana, C, Jebavel, or D, Lena So?
I'm banking on this being a phase 1 question.
232.
Yeah, I'm banking on this being a phase 1 question.
I'll tell you, like they specify 232.
232. Yeah. Okay. I'm feeling good. Feeling confident.
34. Where did Luke Skywalker go into exile between 28 and 34 ABY? Octo, Dakar, Dagobah, or Takodana?
It's Ryan Johnson's basement.
This is easily the easiest question of this whole quiz. I'll just put that in.
Watch someone get it. Watch one of us get it wrong.
I'm afraid now.
When it's an easy question, you're like,
yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
I feel like it can't possibly be the easy answer.
Oh, hey.
What species is Babu Frick? C, A Carthaginian, B, an Anzelin, C, a whole wolf, or D, a Corestian?
Mine go blank. That's how I feel.
He's 3PO's new friend. Oldest friend, sorry. Mr. Corman.
Yeah, his oldest,
friend.
his newest friend and his oldest friend. You know,
I was right. I was kind of right.
How dare you speak to me like that? We've only just met.
What is the primary explosive used in thermal detonators? I should actually read the answers.
Yeah.
Is it A, detonite, B, baradium, C, alkatite, or D, rhydonium?
I really want it to be A. I really,
That's
really
so Star
want it
Wars.
to be detonite.
I mean, all these, but especially A.
I can't. I
don't even care if it's wrong.
Yeah.
If it's that, I would
you
be
say
pissed.
that.
I
You
would
say
be
that.
pissed. I'd be so mad if it's that simple. I will lose
Ben
this
Hart.
whole trivia contest because of that question.
All right. Which location did Luke Skywalker compare the surface of the Death Star to during the Battle of Yavin?
Are you sure this isn't the easiest question?
Oh, maybe this is the easiest question. Sorry.
Oh.
I just have a Last Jedi bias. I guess. I don't know.
Maybe.
I love that film so much. Anyway, A, Beggar's Canyon, B, the Dune Sea, C, the Senate Plaza, or D, Mos Eisley. The Senate Plaza on Tatooine.
Senate Plaza on Tatooine.
Definitely
Yeah, that's
C.
where
Definitely.
that's where Mayor Mukshay hangs out.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I want to go to the Senate Plaza to pick up some power converters.
Can you imagine?
Classic bit of George Lucas dialogue. I mean, people say, "Oh, what would happen if George wrote the original trilogy?" Well, I think we know that bit of dialogue there is what would have happened if he had the Hayeks help him on the prequel trilogy. I'll wind up with that.
There you go. All right, question 38. Who led the Knights of Ren before the group was taken over by Ben Solo? Right. Was it A, Laura Santeca? Was it B, Corman Bakos? C, Adrazar, or D, Ren?
I'm basing this entirely on the Lego special from last year, the Terrifying Tales.
Same.
Yeah.
And just hoping that that's canon enough.
Same.
Help me, Lego
We're all the
special.
same
My only
boat.
hope.
Christian Slater can't lead me wrong.
That's true.
That's one of the weirdest bits of casting in all of Star Wars. You got him to do that?
I mean, why not, right?
If it had been in like live action or Clone Wars animation, I'd be like, sure, yeah, of course, yeah, get Christian Slater for that. But for the Lego special, all right. The Knights of Christian Slater, the Knights of Slater.
All right. What did Darth Sidious call Dulce Dauphine after Dauphine criticized his plan for the blockade of Naboo in 32 BBY? And I won't do the voice because that will give it away. A, repulsive wretch, B, cowardly cretin, C, stunted slime, or D, measly moron?
I love this question so much. This is a great trivia question. It's good. It's good. I just hope I got it right. I'm pretty confident, but I hope we got it.
Okay. Then to close off round 4. I don't think I did bonus. I think we're done with the bonus. Maybe. I can't remember. It was Tuesday when I did this. It's Tuesday. Oh, okay. Which Imperial Navy ship class is the IGV? It's not Roman numbers. IGV-55 surveillance vessel, a modified version of? A, the Architect class cruiser. B, the Ada class supply barge. C, the Gozanti class cruiser. Or D, the Lambda class shuttle?
It's
I know
time
what this is
for
referencing.
a guess.
Wait, is the first guess of the whole thing?
Oh no, there's been many guesses.
Yeah.
Matthew, can you go back to 33 for a moment?
Yep. Take a second.
I have to
but we'll
check
get there.
something. Wait, no. It wasn't 33. 34. No.
I can go.
I was curious about that one too.
It was
to
the
be
hot
honest.
teas one.
I'm
glad you did that. It made me let me
32.
clarify something.
It was 32. Okay.
I went the wrong way. My apologies.
There you go.
Yeah. That's
okay.
That's. I saw something as it was going off the screen that made me rethink my.
Actually, go back to it one more time. Go back to it.
Shoot, why did I say that?
I'm not reading them again. But
now Dominic's gonna game theory me. It's like, what?
Well,
Chris noticed something.
I picked an answer,
Mhm.
and now I'm trying to think. Am I? Because all of these are lines. I assume. But I'm trying to think now. Whose voice am I hearing this line in? Because all of a sudden I had this terrible thought of I'm hearing this line in Jake Lloyd's voice, which wouldn't make sense. And now I'm going with my gut instinct and sticking with it. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to overthink it.
All right.
All right, let's get to the answer key. Let's go.
We'll get there.
Oh, we got to show
Animations.
that.
Oh yeah.
While you guys do that.
While we're getting back to the.
All right.
All
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know if you
All
can
right.
see them.
Looking.
Third one, Black Ace.
Got it.
Thank
Resistance
goodness.
Level.
Thank goodness. That would have made me mad.
Okili McClunky.
Yes.
No.
Yep.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm still gotta double check that.
No.
See, I wonder if throwing off like the
It's
OU.
the McClunky. It's the famous one. It's
But
the
now-
famous
yeah,
one
they're
that
not
was
famous.
added.
I heard the saying in my head. I'm like, that sounds about right.
To be fair, I did all of them in like that Greedo voice. Because yeah,
That's
Damn
good.
it.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure the one I picked was a line that Jake Lloyd said.
Ugh.
Now I'm going back to it.
Should have read that. book.
Lena So, the great Lena So. We are all the Republic.
Got it.
Octo.
Thank goodness.
Did anyone get that
Thank
wrong?
goodness.
You gotta be kidding me!
That would have been.
Enzelin. Babu Frick is an Enzelin.
Nope.
No.
Baradium, not.
Oh, I got it.
I got it. That would be amazing.
I
but
didn't
no.
go with the stupid answer.
Baradium. Beggars Canyon. You
Thank
got it.
goodness.
Just like Beggars
Gosh,
Canyon back
dang
home.
it!
And
Wait,
I,
Ben,
I,
did you
I gotta
get
go
it?
up to
Ben,
a
did you-
reaction.
It was.
Did you not get Beggars Canyon?
No, I got it. Come on.
I was gonna say.
Fantastic for the easy.
No,
I would
I
just
just gotta
quit.
ask
If I got
Charlie
that wrong,
Basement.
I would just stop right
Yeah,
now.
I would know I'm losing my memory.
No, I
if
gotta camp out on number 38 here. Chill in the basement. Was this in reaction to that? Because
Yeah, I
the
think it
answer
was.
is actually Ren.
I'm so glad I went with the dumb
I think
answer.
at first from
Christian
the Charles
Slater.
Soule-
Yeah.
or
Christian
first from-
Slater voiced him in Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales.
Mhm.
It's amazing.
which Charles Soule had some creative input on, and so did Kevin Scott.
Love it.
Good old comic
Yeah.
authors.
Love
Yeah. Stunted slime.
Yes.
Crap.
And then
Yes.
Gozanti class.
Oh my God. I got it.
Dang.
I got that one. Eh?
I got it. Yeah, it was a total
Lucky.
guess.
Yes.
One, two.
I think is that the first A of the podcast, A of the night.
I got 5 on that one.
5.
I got really unlucky on my guesses. I did not guess my way into anything.
There you go. Yeah, dig in
I either knew it or I didn't.
I got 8.
Whew.
Ben,
Wow.
what'd you get?
Number 9.
You got 9?
Not? Not?
There's a lot of screen questions here.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah,
Ben,
if you
Wow.
threw in more EU, if you
This
threw
is
in more
very
EU,
much shaping up like last year.
Ben
so-
is well on his way to a repeat.
It's
Yeah.
looking
With a-
familiar over
oh,
here.
32
I don't know if I can
points.
catch
You're
up.
never gonna hear the end
I
of
don't
this.
think that did me in.
I got 29 and
Ugh.
Chris is at
Ben needs
24.
to get every one of these wrong.
And you got
I mean, it's
all
still
right.
possible. It's still possible. Who knows at this point?
How the
It's
hell?
still anybody's game.
Dominic,
Going over
please.
to the fat lady sings.
we got to find out what Hannah got.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Tim got 8. Anna got 6. Matthew Hardy got 8. Chilling in the basement got 5. Jeff says I know all, but I'm in second place. Ben knows all.
Wait.
Apparently.
Still have it.
Bringing up the old banners from
Yeah,
last
yeah,
week.
yeah.
All righty.
All right. And yes, Bib Fortuna did say McClunky in The Mandalorian. Is McClunky like the new wizard? A little bit.
Maybe.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Definitely.
All right.
I mean,
perfect.
isn't it? Because Ben
Wizard.
Fortuna says McClunky in
The
Mandalorian, and then Mando says wizard in
Yep.
Book of Boba. So
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
So they're together. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Made lucky guesses.
All right. The Clone Wars question. What job did CC-5576 Gregor hold after losing his memory on Abafar before he was rescued in the greatest arc in Clone Wars? Not the greatest, but I like it too. Colonel Meeber Gascon. Was he A, dishwasher, B, a mechanic, C, a janitor, or D, a gladiator?
Or F, it is indeed the greatest.
Maybe. George loves it, right?
It's G. No, it isn't.
It's 100%.
Is it George Lucas's favorite, or did?
It is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's amazing that
Suck
both
it.
George Lucas and I are the only people right that have only right opinion about this thing.
And me.
Oh, there you go.
I love that too.
Do you love it, or is it your favorite?
It's my favorite in the way that Attack of the Clones is my favorite. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. I see your logic. I see what you mean.
Best favorite.
Yeah.
Not the same
fair.
thing.
That's fair. Number 42. What is the actual name of the Rebel Alliance military unit usually known as Twilight Company? Is it A, the 389th Attack Battalion, the 61st Mobile Infantry, the 47th Republican Guard Assault Division, or the 18th Brental Lancers?
I think I know what it is, but I also could see it being any of them. Ben, do you know?
No. I remember listening to this book. I still have no idea.
Yeah, I read this one too, but I can't. I think, but now I'm questioning it.
Maybe I should move on before you question. There we
Keep
go.
going back and forth on this one.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you fester on that one. Anyway, which guild of assassins attempted to kill Boba Fett in 9 ABY? Was it the Black Talons, the Hand of Judgment, the Shadow Collective, or the Order of the Night Wind?
Okay.
And Jeff, I see your comment, and yes, I do love Attack of the Clones as well, for similar reasons, in a similar way.
Nice.
There we go.
All right.
All right. 44. We're almost home. Having fun. Who represented Malastare in the Galactic Senate during the Clone Wars? Was it A, Axmo, B, Rees, C, Usk Uk, or D, V, Nuck?
Some of those are real Malastarians.
Yeah. And some of them are Klingon. No, they're not Klingons. But like the Huttese and these names, just think Klingon.
Two of those.
Star Trek Overworld.
A lot of guttural sounds.
Yes. All right. Which Corona-class frigate served as the flagship of Hondo Ohnaka's pirate fleet during the Clone Wars? Was it the Fortune and Glory? Was it Liberty's Misrule? Was it the Hondo Ohnaka? or was it a Cushnet?
Oh man. I think I got
based on that one. I tried. All right. 46. Which Imperial Inquisitor was a Dawutin formerly known as Masana Tide? Was it A, the fourth sister, B, the fifth brother, C, the sixth brother, or D, the ninth sister?
I'm not sure.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Think Dawutins. How many Dawutins do we know?
I to be perfectly honest, I don't know any.
You don't know it?
I'm gonna tell you what a Dawutin is.
Fair enough. All right, we're almost there. Which of the following flying predators is native to Kashyyyk? It's A, the Mikal, B, the fire wasp, C, the Azurdactyl, or D, the Kyren?
Oh, I've given up on words. I'm just grunting through the rest of this. Like I don't have
it's a bit of word soup. Which is the most annoying to try and avoid in Jedi Fallen Order?
Doesn't help me.
Yeah, that's why I said it was potentially. All right, 48. What was the Imperial codename of Emperor Palpatine's plan to avenge his own death by devastating various planets? Was it Operation Shadow Hand, Operation Emperor's Spear, Operation Cinder, or Operation Wrath?
All good names.
Yeah.
They could be used
All
in the
possible.
future.
They should just all be in that vault on Scarif. Just go for it. Why not?
Yeah. Why not?
Why not just have them laying around?
Yeah. Why not?
Operation.
Yeah, I figure Palpatine had to answer this question at some point. These are all good names. I really like these names. I can't pick one.
Do you think did Palpatine have the name Vader planned out before he gave it to Anakin, or did you pick it in the moment in Revenge of the Sith?
Just hesitate.
Like, henceforth, you shall be known as Darth. Dramatic pause. Vader.
I mean, does he know he'd have a son? Because Vader, like, father, right?
These are the tough questions. I mean, he gave Count Dooku. I assume he gave Count Dooku Darth Tyrannus. He's like, you will one day be a tyrant, so we'll call you Darth Tyrannus.
Yes.
Or you'll be a Tyrannus Rex.
Boo.
That's tyrannical.
That's where my head is always going.
Yeah, why not? You have dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And, you know, the
Tyrannosaurus
luminous authors they had on that board.
Yeah,
of
they did.
Saying
Yeah.
what Star Wars is about. Dinosaurs was one of them. So,
yeah.
you know, there we go. All right. Which head is Fode and which one is B? On the quiz, I didn't make this one up. I promise. It's not a bonus question. Word soup coming right at you here. The red one is Fode and the green one is Bead. The red one is Bead and the green one is Fode. Both heads are Fode and Bead, or the heads switch identities with the lunar cycle.
Wow.
One more question.
One of them's a Pisces, the other one's a Aries. I don't know.
There we go.
Which
one question to go. One question
What's
to go.
the comedian? What's the comedian's name who voices?
I used to know
Fode-
this.
Yeah, it's Greg something or other.
Greg Proops.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be a great trivia question.
Funny guy.
I would not have gotten that one. All right.
I feel like
Last
I'd do
question.
better if this stuff was behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
There we
Let's go. Final question.
All right,
Let's
final
do
question.
Do it.
When and where did Obi-Wan Kenobi and Asajj Ventress first meet? Was it A, on Brental in 39 BBY while aiding famine relief efforts? On Teth in 21 BBY during the mission to rescue Rada? C, on Munilist in 25 BBY during negotiations with the Intergalactic Banking Clan? Or D, on Kid and Amodia in 22 BBY while investigating the Katasura disaster?
I'm so happy. The one I'm not gonna say anything, but I'll say it when we get to the answer.
Yep.
I'm excited. Ben just very dramatically took the lid off his marker. I feel like he had a revelation. He had an epiphany.
All right.
All
Answers.
You
right,
ready?
let's go. Boards up. Pencils down.
Boards up. Boards up. Again, there's zero chance I'm just giving through that. It's the technicality, guys. Come on. All right. Yes, he was definitely Ben. You need to see. He was definitely a dishwasher.
How do I not remember that?
What? You didn't get that one?
No,
really?
I did not. I did not remember. I remembered him like cleaning. I remember cleaning something, but I couldn't remember if it was dishwasher or
He was in the back in the
yeah. I
go
remember
with
that
the
part.
accent. Like, Gaggle, come up.
Yeah.
I got that one. And I remember back in the day, my feelings on that arc was nearly a problem.
Sometimes hate makes more of a memory than love.
But again, that was one of those ones, I will say. That was one of those ones, if you don't know, it's the stupidest answer is the right one. Because all the other ones sounded awesome. It was like a gladiator.
Gladiator.
Horseman.
Yeah. That would be the 61st Mobile Infantry.
Dang it.
Okay, relief. I felt yeah.
It makes sense the numbers will be lower. Like,
yeah.
This is the Twilight Company one. The Rebel, they already have 61 units. Interestingly, the Order of the Night Wind.
I guessed,
and you got
it. Makes sense, like
yeah.
the wind, the desert winds on Tatooine.
Guessing too.
Yeah.
Ask Senator
Ah.
Usk.
Oh,
What?
thank goodness.
I went for the other A one.
I did a game theory on that one.
Whatever. Yeah. It's not the Hondo Naka. I part of me wishes it was the Hondo Naka.
Yeah.
But that would have been way too much, right?
Yeah.
Just too much. He's already too much in a great way.
Yeah.
This round's tough.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought it was Fortune and Glory.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
That'd be a good one.
Guessed on this one too.
Oh, I guessed the
There we go,
wrong
Ninth
sister.
Got this one.
I knew it
This
was a
is-
sister, but I guessed the wrong one.
This is Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
This is
I did get this one.
the big one in Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
I think Fortune and Glory. No, I guess is that a lightsaber in Galaxy's Edge you can get, or in Jedi Fallen Order? I think
It's
Fortune of Glory, good.
Well, I thought, oh, they're gonna throw in the sly Indiana Jones reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hondo.
Speaking of Jedi Fallen Order, the Mikal.
Thank goodness I got
I
it.
got it.
Didn't get this one.
All right.
Oh.
Operation Cinder.
Got
which
it.
is
I
the-
read things. No.
Yeah.
This
Hey,
one was in the show
yeah. He it was
with
a-
Bill Burr.
Yeah, Bill Burr's character.
That's
quotes it
right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
in his sister. That was
That's
another
not how I
good
knew. No.
paper to screen.
Bill Burr had a good dialogue before Luthen did.
Yeah.
That's really good
Monologue.
dialogue. And again, a good paper to screen pipeline there.
Yeah.
The red one is phone.
I did the wrong one.
How did
I was 50-50 and I did the wrong one.
Got it.
Dude,
I was literally trying to think of it. Oh
That was the
god.
ultimate guessing
I was
question.
50-50.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh man.
And the business on Kate and Moria.
Oh.
It totally counts.
This is the only Star Wars adult novel I read this year, or
True.
in this summer was
You
was
didn't read Shadow,
Brotherhood.
you read Shadow of the Sith too, right?
Oh, I read actually. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
blocked it in my brain.
But you just forgot because you didn't like it as much.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yes,
I,
Brotherhood by Mike Chen. I was reading this. Here's a bonus question you may or may not know. Where could you have all of in person encountered me reading this novel?
I mean, I encountered you reading it several times, so I know the answer to this.
In the lobby there to the Hilton. Yeah.
Lobby to the Hilton in the line for the Lucasfilm Showcase panel.
Yeah,
in the
that's true.
bar.
Wait, was it the Hilton or was it the Marriott we were hanging out at?
I think
the Marriott.
The Marriott, yeah, the one on the left. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, fond memories of Celebration. There we go. So
All right, Chris, how many did you get in that round?
Oof, no, this is a bad one. 3.
3.
That was terrible.
And Jammin, what'd you get?
8.
Oh man.
You definitely beat me on this.
All righty. Well,
Oh.
Dom, what'd you get?
I got 8 as well.
Okay.
So
Let's see totals.
the final scores so far.
Pending Hannah.
Pending Hannah.
Mhm.
For the time being, in third place with 27 points, it's Chris. In second
Proud
place,
of beating myself from last year.
There you go.
in second place with 37 points,
Nice.
it's me. And the winner with a whopping 40 points
Wow.
is
It-
Ben Hart, the Star Wars guy.
Yes.
Ben Hart, the Star Wars guy.
Star Wars rules. This is momentous. This is exciting. Why, hello there, Ben.
Ben Hart, the Star Wars guy.
He is the founder of the Star Wars Underworld, Mr. Ben Hart.
How's it going, everybody?
There we go.
Ben, with
Wow.
the back-to-back wins,
Wow.
you get to keep the championship top hat. For now, there is still a fourth
This ain't
person
over. This ain't over.
who could come in and swoop in with a 41 or a 42 or even a 47 or a 48 and take you down.
Does this mean I have to read every Star Wars book and every Star Wars comic over the next year?
Well, so
because Dom, you're not doing a good job here.
Yes, you have to read every Star Wars book and every Star Wars.
I think I need to
over the next year.
help a little bit more.
This is fascinating. Like, I don't know if this year's quiz was easier or if it just better played to our strengths or what it was, but we all improved our scores on last year. Chris, you raised your your total by 6 points.
Yeah.
Ben, you had the smallest increase, but you still won with 4 points. I did 9 points better than last year.
Wow.
And it still wasn't enough. Wasn't enough to beat Ben. But I mean,
I think I just need to go away for a long time, for like a year, not watch any Star Wars. And you guys need to like get Alex Damon to like tutor you and like do a full training session for like a year and come back. And
I mean, I was gonna say, like, Ben, go to Dragon Con.
Yeah,
next year. Take
year,
the test. Do the thing.
I really want to go. And now
Matthew Hardy should go.
Yeah. I mean, Ben, it is in your neck of the woods. Sure. So we'll go to the scores here. We got Chillin' in the Basement got 3 out of 10 for a final score of 21 out of 50. Tales from Beyond the Galaxy. So Anna got 7 out of 10. Matthew Hardy got 8 out of 10 for a final score of 43 out of 50.
Oh, that's freaking awesome.
Even topping Ben.
Someone
Tim,
said Matthew to Georgia.
Yeah, Tim got 9 out of 10 for a final overall score of 38. So would have finished second amongst us. So there you go. Yeah, Matthew already wins the chat championship, I think, for the second year in a row. So back-to-back champions on both fronts, at least amongst the three of us. Again, as Jeff points out in the chat, Hannah is still TBD.
There's still time.
So
still
we
time.
will check back in next. We will check back in on our next show and see how Hannah did and if she will claim the championship top hat from Ben. Now, Ben, will you ship the top hat, the championship top hat, to Australia if she gets higher than 40
Wait,
points?
but if it goes to Australia, it'll be a bottom hat, not a top hat, because it's underneath it.
Okay, so let's play this out. Let's play this out here. Let's say Hannah gets 40 points. What's the tiebreaker? Do we do another round of 10? Or do we go like 1 and 1? Do we do like where we do like one question, like sudden death? And if we do another round of 10, can I also compete? Because hypothetically, I could swoop in and and take.
I don't think that's how runoffs work.
Yeah, no, it's true. That's not how runoffs work.
The only thing I know about runoffs is that you don't want to spend your time talking about whether you want to be a vampire or a werewolf.
What you should be doing, Dominic, is over the next like 12 hours, you should be sending Hannah every bit of Star Wars information.
There we go. There we go. I could just send her. No, I won't send her.
I just feel like
you know the answers though, so that would be fair.
It's just a fraud upon the Star Wars Underworld people.
I think Anna has
getting ready to win this trivia championship. And frankly, I did win this trivia championship.
We're going there. We're going there. No, I think Anna has the right answer here. Go to penalties.
Penalties. Yeah, I do think one. I think it should be like a sudden death 1-1. Like
those will be actual penalties. Yeah.
You each get a question, or there's a question, and if you both get it right, then we do another question.
Heads.
If
one
of you
don't be
actual like penalty, like first to 5,
Yeah, but we won't do the first to 5. We'll just do the
just
one.
The one
like
off. Okay.
Just like we're going NHL rules here. We're not doing any of this.
What if we still tie it up? What if we still tie?
We just
keep going
until one of you.
No. I think we if we get to like question 5 and we're still tied, we just fly to a central location to we fight it out in a Waffle House parking lot. I think that's fair.
Right. Yeah. I thought you would say if after 5 questions you just went, we both win. And I'm like, no, this isn't the spelling bee. You don't want a heart.
Co-champion.
Yeah.
Cut the hat in half.
Yeah. I have like the Trivial Pursuit cards. We can keep going.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. Yeah.
Just in case.
By the way, that's when my Star Wars trivia streak was broken, because I hadn't lost until it was like June 2020. And Matthew, you, me, and Din, we met up in a park and played Star Wars Trivial Pursuit, and I lost. And since then, I haven't won a Star Wars trivia contest.
I did it. I cursed you.
Yeah, you cursed me.
At last,
it was
I had my revenge.
It was vengeance for the solo premiere.
Myself to the Jedi. The solo premiere is vengeance enough. I'm kidding. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, that was fun. I look forward to next year's Dragon Con quiz and doing another round of it. Or who knows, maybe we'll just play Trivial Pursuit one week just for fun, just instead. Someone, like, we'll have to have one person moving the pieces around the board.
I might just put up a second camera.
Yeah. Well, on Hannah on the Ray side, Hannah has the Ray action cam, so I think that's what we'll just have to bring that into this. Ben has put up the "I'll be back" thing, so I don't want to end the show without the champ. So we're just gonna keep vamping here.
Why not?
Either that, or we could just pretend he's here. And
Star Wars Underground.
Have this picture from CTV up for the rest of the show.
How dare you?
Yeah, this is your champion. There's your champion, the founder of the Star Wars Underground. Benjamin Hart. Oh my goodness. What a show. And I think with that, we can begin to wrap things up for this week.
All right. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching on YouTube. Thank you so much for listening on your favorite podcast apps. Or if anybody goes to our website and downloads an MP3, thank you for doing that. And it's almost 2023 now, so what you doing? But thank you.
Hey, why not?
Yeah. Thank you for putting it on your first generation iPod.
Rock and roll.
It counts. It counts.
I listen on my Zune.
Oh my gosh. I burn it to a cassette tape.
Hey, wait. I feel like we should, for the next celebration, instead of having buttons or an IHOP party or something, we should just pick the best episode and get a bunch of vinyl LPs produced and give those away.
I thought you were going to say cassette tapes. That'd be way cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So we will not be having another episode next week. So Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Festivus, Saturnalia, all the things to everybody. Happy December, happy holidays, but we'll be back again. Stay tuned to our social media at the SWU for programming updates about when we'll be back with another episode. Dominic, thank you so much for hosting tonight.
It was my pleasure as always. I can't believe I lost again. I've been planning my vengeance for over a year, and I blew it. But I got 9 points better than last year.
You're like Kylo Ren at the end of The Force Awakens. You know, you're just unsatisfied.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, I need a teacher, Ben. I need someone to show me my place in all of this.
You got to team up with Matthew Hardy. That's what you got to do.
Really. That's who I got. I got to go find him. I'm sure he's hanging out on an island somewhere.
Just go full Thanos on me. Just like all team up and.
You hand him the Trivial Pursuit, and he throws it behind you.
Throws it over his shoulder.
Time for the trivia game.
A Luke
to
figure
end.
in there with the.
It was great fun, and it's been great fun talking all things Star Wars all year with everybody on the show. It's kind of crazy to think we started off this year talking about Book of Boba Fett, and to think about everything we've had since then, with Celebration, with Obi-Wan Kenobi, with Andor, with Lego Star Wars Summer Vacation, with Zen, Grogu, and the Dust Bunnies, and all the books and comics and everything else in between. It's been another great year of Star Wars, and just setting the table for another incredible one next year with kicking things off with the Bad Batch right away. No waiting. I think this might be the I was gonna say this might be the earliest into a year we've gotten Star Wars, but we did get Book of Boba pretty early this year, so it's kind of a neck and neck either way. But great fun. And I see in the chat people are comparing me to Maul, constantly planning my revenge on Ben.
There you go. The shoe fits.
And coming up short every single time. So I'll just say Ben Hart with no E. Can't wait to do this again whenever we next do this again.
At Dominic J25 is where you can find Dominic's journey to revenge. Matthew, thank you so much for moderating tonight and all the hard work that you put into presenting this. Please let everyone know about your show and where they can find you on social media and on YouTube.
So we will be having a show on Monday right here on this channel. You don't even have to go anywhere. Don't even have to. No, yes, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to this channel. Super chats, channel memberships, all that jazz. Ion Cannon Podcast, the home at the Star Wars Underworld Podcast Network for deep discussion on the lore, the canon, the High Republic, the whole galaxy far, far away. We're talking about Book of Boba Fett, and this Monday we're talking about Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Andor, and looking at the year that was on Obi-Wan Crawl Futon. Yeah, there we go. It's anyway. Book of Boba Fett, and we're talking about live action, looking back on the year that was, and hopefully including Dom.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yep,
so
I will be there.
We're having that, and then famous last words. The week after Boxing Day, we're going to have our Cullen show. Just send out a guest link to folks who we know and can come in and give some good insights and share your thoughts about the year. It's Joel Davis and myself on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, again right here on this channel. Also on Twitter and Twitch at Ion Cannon Pod, EYEONCANONPOD. But again, if you're subscribed to this channel, you'll get the ding, you'll get the notification, etc. You can find me on Twitter, my personal Twitter at NAUG45. I'm talking about Star Wars, talking about soccer, talking about a whole bunch of things. My personal Instagram, MNAUG1138 as well.
Awesome. So you make sure you check all that stuff out. And Sir Benjamin, the Star Wars Trivia Champion, thank you for hosting.
Oh, it was a pleasure. As always, this was an incredible night, an incredible year of Star Wars. I mean, come on. I honestly forgot that we had so much Star Wars. I mean, Book of Boba Fett was this year. How is that possible? Obi-Wan Kenobi was 2 months ago. Come on, it's just crazy. This might be the last time I talk to you this year. So, may the Force be with you all. And it's been incredible. And this is a pretty great night, I have to say. A lot of fun. And I should mention also, our last Discord thing happened. And we are deciding to do it again. So we're having another Fall Guys night. Why are you laughing?
For everybody who's just listening, Ben has done this whole segment with his eyes closed.
I'm committed to this bit, okay? So stop laughing. I got something to say.
Perfect.
We're having another Fall Guys game night on Discord next week, Christmas Eve. Don't forget it. 9 p.m. on Friday nights. So if you're hanging out and you want to get away from your family prior to Christmas, come hang out and play Fall Guys. Also, I should mention Hannah came by and completely kicked all of our butts playing Fall Guys. She never played it before. I'm gonna brag on her for a second. She came in and just roasted all of us. So it was a lot of fun. So hopefully she'll show back up. That was a lot of fun. So I'm gonna stop this now and I'm gonna see.
Whoa!
Wow!
Oh, so this is what we look
your eyes,
man. That's like hot coming out of carbonite right there.
All right.
Oh man! At Ben Hart with no E is where you can follow Ben on social media. You can follow me at Seek3PO. All right, you guys know all the plugs. We're out of here. We'll see you very, very soon. For Hannah and Dom and Ben and Matthew, my name is Chris, and may the Force do it.
I can see clearly.
4, 5, and 6
now.
were the films that were released in the 70s and early 80s. And this film takes place after Force Awakens, which is the sequel to those original films.
Okay, Benjamin Hart. He is the founder of the Star Wars Underground, joining us from Dallas, Texas.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.